We are live and three, two, one. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Gay, well lit and everything for this live stream, as y'all can tell. Uh, Big difference got as they got me one of these. We can see it, bring it over here. As they got me one of these here. Little control to my spotlight right here, as you can see. It's pretty bright there when you try to show it though, but yeah, it is working. You at least you know it's working. And you can definitely tell the big difference that you can see me, because without it, it's completely dark. I mean, you still know I'm here, but it's a big. You can see me a lot better. So, all right, so yeah, like I say, here. Like I say, I know usually this would be at night and everything. And I have had some live streams in the day, but this is the first time I think we've done a Bible reading live stream in the daytime. This is especially this is because later this evening, me and Christina, since we're on vacation and everything, we're going to be going to Brookwood for their Bible reading, for their Bible study service that they have on Wednesdays there. At least that's what they're having this week. Because sometime it'd be like a prayer service that they have. I remember we went there one time thinking we were going to a Bible study there, but it turned out it was a prayer meeting service. They do change, sort of like how they do on Sunday. Sometimes they change things up on Sunday a little bit. Like the last Sunday that I went there, they were praying for the kids going back to school and everything. So yeah. So yeah, I guess you could say like my church, like both me, both Juan and the church we go to are some very spontaneous type of people. So yep. Like I say, we do have, like I say, before, I do try to schedule things for the most part, but be aware there will be times where things will happen unexpectedly like this. As I just mentioned, going to because a lot of time when we're during like our regular work week, a lot of time we one or both of us is having to get up real early for work that Thursday morning, along with other mornings. So yeah, we don't really be able to make it out there on Wednesday night there. And to say we do good to get out there on Sundays, but it'd be really hard to kind of get through the week with the way the work schedule be, early mornings and all that. So, like I say, with us on vacation, yeah, this was good. It was like, yeah, we're gonna go on out there, catch a Bible study there. So that's why I decided, well, let me do this right now. That way, because it's actually from 6:15 to 7:30, which I could have done this after we got back there. And there might be some times where that might happen there, depending on what's going on. But like I say, figure since I had the opening to do it now, because more energized and everything, and plus kind of want to do some other things after Bible study service. So yeah, like I say, yeah, at least there's one. They always at least there's one way to put the Lord first there. So that's yep. So we're going in the book of Numbers again there. Started off with the first four chapters last week. And now we're going to be going covering 6 chapters today, which is even more better for doing it up in the day with more energy and everything, where I can get through the 6 chapters. And like I say, that way on the next Bible reading, we start after they leave Mount Sinai and everything, there'll be something different happening with Israel. So yeah, go, like I say again, a lot of how I be, reading, like I read maybe like I read 4 chapters last time, and I read 6 chapters this time. A lot of it goes by the subject kind of or I guess say how the I guess how they group them together, sort of like how back in the day, you had and even nowadays with Blu-rays and DVDs, how VHSs had like say for Pokemon, for example, you had like 3 episodes on it, and they would focus on one episode out of the three that was sort of the main as a main focus, and then plus additional episodes. So in this case, yeah, with the Bible reading, it's like leaving Mount Sinai along with instructions before leaving Mount Sinai. Um, for so that's it's kind of like that. That's kind of how I think of it. It's a good, and like I say, really, it's a really like the fact I've said it, but probably said it before, but you know, starting this with the doing this with the live stream really is a lot better than what I started off with the Bible readings. It was a good start. Don't get me wrong. We had a good start with them. Way back, when January New Year came in, with that one chapter of video. But yeah, eventually it was like, okay, we gotta cover a little bit more than just that, at least in one video. Not only just that, but yeah, there is a lot to get through in the Bible. There are even more than any book that we have in the bookstore. There, because the Bible has a lot. Just the Old Testament by itself is a lot. Then you got the New Testament. So yeah, you kind of would want to. I mean, no, it is. I mean, a chapter a day is not a bad thing. But in terms of making, like I say, a reading for a video, yeah, you kind of, and then plus, um, I guess I say in this case bi-weekly there, um, even if it was even if it was a daily thing, yeah, you still kind of would want to have a little more. Just like when you go in a restaurant, you order something. Sometimes you want some extra stuff there. You might want an extra bag of fries or something. Hey, sometimes you do. So with the Bible reading, hey, we want sometimes we want some extra. We want to hear a little extra there. Because like you say, especially starting all the way back from Genesis back in January. Yeah, we definitely uh, and to say just like the episode, the more you read into this, the more you really want to hear the next thing, because especially just like binge watching a TV, just like binge watching a TV series or reading any other book, you know you want more. Yeah, there's only so much that you'll be able to watch. There's only so much you'll be able to read at a time, so you're constantly wanting more until you get to the end there. So this is the same feeling with the Bible. It's that wanting to know more, wanting to learn more. That's the way it should be with the Bible there. So this is really a good thing to start here. And like I say, definitely reminiscent of growing up as a kid. Um, my mom and I always did daily Bible study at home there. Now we didn't exactly go like from Genesis to Revelation. We like that. We did read different scriptures of the Bible. Mostly when we did our Bible study, a lot of time, it would be kind of tying in with something with um, something that maybe was going on that day, and so there was so we would go to a certain scripture relating to that, and like, okay, so what do we do about the situation there? Well, let's read this. And so like I say, that's how we would do it, and and there's nothing wrong with that there, but it's real good doing the from Genesis to Revelation, beginning to the end. That so yeah, what we were doing, it was good, but this is even better because it really makes you want to really get into this more, because now you're seeing how these events of the Bible are playing in order, and it's like you just want to know what's going to happen next there. Um, One other thing I want to share before we get into this, that's also Bible related. Anyone ever heard of Caitlin Crick? There, I actually, this is the we've looked at, me and Christina. We looked at a couple of videos of her. Y'all should definitely check out her YouTube channel. Casey recommended her to us. There, Casey's she's been watching a lot of her channel there. She says really it can really touch you, like spiritually touch you and everything. And it's some good things. It's a lot of stuff on her channel to check out. So just like with the Bible, yeah, it's gonna take a while to get through stuff on her channel there, but yeah, that's good though. That's good. At least you got a lot to check out there, and really get even more of God's word through somebody like this Caitlin Crick, Apostle Caitlin Crick, I might add. But we saw the video we saw. I'm not going to show the video on here. Y'all got to go to her channel to check it out. Let's see, go look up my history. We looked at let's see. There was okay, I'm gonna go to view all so I can look at them all. My viewing history. Let's see. Right. Yeah, no. Went down too far. Okay. Okay. So we did well. So the first one I think that I remember we looked at. Okay, the importance of unity in the body of Christ. We looked at that one first Monday night. Right after it was right after we did our podcast recording for the Fantastic Four movie review. After that was over, before we went to bed, we listened to this video about unity. Because we had all this talk going around about how us as the Miracle Crew, we like family, and we had went to eat, and we had and then that's this past Sunday visited EJ's church, Family and Friends Day. So it was all this talk about family going on, and then I realized August 3rd is actually Friendship Day. So all this talk about family and friends, and how important that is, and how we and being together and working together in the body of Christ and everything, and just working together in general. That's what God put us on this earth for, was to work together and be there for one another, both family and friends. So it's why unity is Bible for the believers. That's what we looked at. There was a lot that after watching that video that me and Christina just talked about, what we were getting out of that video and everything. It was had a really as I say, really had quite a lengthy little chat there. Was real good conversation on that there, and how then apply how we should be applying that there, as for really especially getting working together with other people and getting them to Christ there. And then last night we were looking at how to love those with different views. That was different people who have different viewpoints, especially whether they be saved or unsaved. And then, or you got those that are in between. I mean, I know it's either you're saved or you're not saved, but you got those who are saved, and they will have, as Proverbs, as in Proverbs chapter 3, chapter 3 verse 5, I do, and I have, because I've quoted this before, but I just want to make sure I'm quoting it right. Then make sure I give y'all the. Okay, here we go. So Proverbs, trust in the Lord with with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Say, so yeah, like I say, you got people who claim they're Christian and everything. It's a lot of them out there like that, and they will have their own understanding, and a lot of it stems, and a lot of time it stems from different certain churches they go to. Not like I say, not every church is, and not saying everybody or every church is like this, but you got some churches who have their own understanding. Christian churches, churches that claim to be Christian as well, or claim to be Baptist there. Um, like I said, some of those churches, not all, but some of them will make their own understanding, whether they know the actual word or not. They will make their own understanding to try to please their members, and like they, to keep the membership up, rather than just like in Brookwood, tell it like it is. Brookwood, as well as other churches like Brookwood, there, like Bethel, New Bethel, just any other church that's like that is just telling it like it is. But some churches, they don't want to lose. They want to be cool. Hey, we cool. Yeah. Well, I know the word. I know it says this in the word, but good. But you can do that. So yeah, and that's how you get a lot of people with mixed up understandings, that like I say, claim to be Christian, but they have their own understanding, be real mixed up. Yes, and when others try to tell them, how just tell them the straightforward truth, then it doesn't go over well with them sometimes, and so that's what we're looking like, people with different with different different views like that, and how to how to handle that and everything. Even like people that like, you remember like the priests, how they was always coming on Jesus' case. Ooh, your disciples aren't washing their hands. What do we pay taxes to Rome? And like stuff like that, and trying to find fault in Jesus, to the point, crucify him. Next thing you know, and Jesus even said himself, Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. So a lot of people that are like that will lash out at you, be it whether they are claiming to be Christian, or they don't even believe in God, ranging anywhere in those categories, but they lashing out at you. You trying to live your life right, and do and be, just straightforward, follow the word as it is and everything, and they start lashing out at you. That is nothing but the devil there. The devil is attacking you through these people. Because remember, the same way that God works through people, the devil is doing the same thing there. And like I say, so when you get them lashing out at you like that, you're hearing the devil there. Another spirit things are either trying to lash out at you, or trying to get you mixed up like them. Like, well, yeah, well, I hear what you're saying about the word of God, but this is what it really is. Let me tell you. So, they try, that's because, hey, remember, how he's been like that since the beginning of time, as we read in the Bible reading back in Genesis, when he tempted Eve, that, what did God tell you, that you should not eat of every fruit of the tree? And this tree, okay. Well, no. Let me tell you, Eve, you will not die. You'll be like God, and know good and evil. Don't you want to be like God and know all that knowledge? Mm-hmm. That sounds good, don't it? Don't it? Hey, you want to get a taste there, Adam? Mm-hmm. You want to. So, yeah. Yeah, like I say, that's like I say, it's the devil. is the devil. And one thing Apostle Caitlin mentioned, put the armor of God on. So and pray before you go out for the day. Like I said, we should be praying every day. Pray for guidance and that you can and like I say, I got to do this too. Pray, yeah. Like I say, I'm what I'm telling you. I'm also telling myself that. So that way, yeah, we can all follow this instruction. Like I say, what is it though? So that's another thing. I'm learning just like as you, or in some cases, being reinforced on things that like, well, yeah, I need to apply that there. So, yeah, so you can know when, okay, no, I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm not going to let them bring me down because this is the devil. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to break me. I'm not going to let you break me, devil. So get out my face, devil. Stop. Is you using so and so over here to do it. And it's like, you ain't finna break me down. Say, and say, yeah, say, in the name of Jesus, get out of my face. So, yeah, like they say, Jesus has told, as Jesus himself has had to tell Satan off there, away with you, Satan. Yeah, so when Satan asked him to bow down to me. Yep. Remember when he was trying to tempt Jesus 3 times, trying to even use trying to and yeah, devil know the word too. As as I heard some Floyd or whoever that was in one of Tyler Perry's plays say, even the devil know the word. How do you think he be manipulating folks? He know it, and he'll take what he know of it and try to twist it around to manipulate you. Like, oh yeah, I see y'all trying to follow this Bible and everything, but let me tell you what you really need to do. So, yeah, so you gotta be watchful. That's why I say pray. That's so important. That and I really appreciate Brookwood doing that there. Like I say, they switch up some. They switch up sometime, and they really emphasize the prayer. Like they do Bible study. Pastor David Wright, he gives the message and everything, but they really emphasize the prayer, and that is an important thing there. Some people come there like, well, why y'all doing all this praying? Okay, when y'all gonna get to the next? But that praying is just as important as anything else. That as I say, as I've heard another saying, the prayer without ceasing there. So, like I say, it's something every one of us got to work on there. So, and they say, even just talking, because one thing God wants us to talk to Him now. So, yeah, and stay and have that connection and that relation with Him. So, yeah, so definitely, yeah, like I say, so let's go and get into this. But definitely after this, let's say a little bit later, find some time. Definitely check out Apostle Caitlin Crick. Yes, that's let's see, man. Maybe it's all right here because I just clicked. Okay, I just clicked on this in order to bring up the channel there. God. Oh, okay. Yeah, make sure definitely check out her channel. I've subscribed to it there. Casey has subscribed to it, and I'm pretty sure EJS. I'm pretty sure he probably is because she told him about it too. All of us, me, EJ, and even Christina there. Both, like I say, both me and Christina have started listening to her there. Casey's already, listening to quite a bit from this channel there. So yeah, definitely, definitely check it out. Get the word around. Then because she got some good stuff going on this channel there. Anybody that's telling it like it is from the Word of God and carrying out, what thus say the Lord, and say, hey, that's who you spread the word. All right, let's get on into this here. Oh boy, that's quite a bit of a ramble. All right, we in Numbers, the 5th, starting with the 5th chapter. They all lit up in here. Yep. So on chapter 5, first subject, unclean people. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, command the people of Israel that they put out of the camp everyone who is leprous or has a discharge, everyone who is unclean through contact with the dead. You shall put out both male and female, putting them outside the camp that they might not defile the camp in the midst of the land I dwell. And the people of Israel did so and put them outside the camp, as the Lord said to Moses. So the people of Israel did. In verse 5, confession and restitution. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the people of Israel when a man or woman commits any of the sins that people commit by breaking the faith with God, with the Lord, and the person realizes his guilt, he shall confess his sin that he has committed, and he shall make a full restitution for his wrong, adding a fifth to it, giving it to him who he did wrong. But if the man has no next of kin whom restitution may be for the wrong, the restitution for wrong shall go to the Lord for the priest. In addition to the ram of atonement, with which atonement is made for him, and every contribution, all the holy donations of the people of Israel which they bring. Let's turn my sound down on my phone so I don't let it say silence your phones. Okay. Oh, also let me sign into the stream there. Yeah. Just a second here. And I should have signed in earlier. Oh, darn. Okay. Well, anyway. All right. Well, we're just going to keep going. I'm not going to let that stop us. And every contribution, all the holy donations of the people of Israel, which they bring to the priest, shall be his. Each one shall keep his holy donations. Whatever anyone gives to the priest shall be his. And then we have starting with verse 11, the test for adultery. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the people of Israel. If any man's wife goes astray and breaks faith with him, if a man lies with her sexually, it is hidden from the eyes of her husband, and she is undetected through she has defiled herself, and there is no witness against her, since she was not taken in the act. And if the spirit of jealousy comes over him, and he is jealous of the wife who has defiled herself, or of the spirit who has defiled herself, or if the spirit of jealousy comes over him, and he is jealous of the wife, though she is not defiled herself, then the man shall bring his wife to the priest and bring an offering required of her, a tenth of ephah barley flour, and he shall pour no oil and put no frankincense on it, for it is a grain offering of jealousy, a grain offering of remembrance, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Lord. And the priest shall take the holy water in an earthenware vessel, and take some dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle, put it in the water, and the priest shall set the woman before the Lord, and unbind the hair of the woman's head, and place in her hands the grain offering of remembrance, which is the grain offering of jealousy, and in his hand the priest shall have the water of bitterness that brings the curse, and the priest shall make her take an oath, saying, if no man has lain with you, and if you have not turned aside to uncleanliness while you were under your husband's authority, you will be free from this water of bitterness that brings the curse. But if you have gone astray though you are under your husband's authority, and you have defiled yourself, and some man other than your husband has lain with you, then the priest make let the priest make the woman take the oath of the curse and say to the woman, the Lord make you a curse and an oath among the people. When the Lord makes your thigh fall away and your body swell, may this water that brings the curse pass in your bowels and make your womb swell, your thigh fall away, and the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. Then the priest shall write these curses in the book and wash them off into the water of bitterness, and he shall make the woman drink the water of bitterness that brings the curse, or to make me think of with that golden calf when they had to drink of the melted golden calf, and the water that brings the curse shall enter into her and cause bitter pain. And the priest shall take the grain offering of jealousy out of the woman's hand and shall wave the grain offering before the Lord and shall bring it to the altar, and the priest shall take a handful of the grain offering as its memorial portion and burn it on the altar, and afterwards shall make the woman drink the water. And when he has made her drink the water, then if she has defiled herself and has broken faith with her husband, the water that brings the curse shall enter her and cause bitter pain in her womb. Okay. And shall swell, and her thigh shall fall away, and the woman shall become a curse among the people. But if the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, she shall be free and shall conceive children. This is the law in case of jealousy when a wife is under her husband's authority, goes astray, and defiles herself, or when the spirit of jealousy comes over a man and he is jealous of his wife, then he shall set the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall carry out for her all this law. The man shall be free from iniquity, but the woman shall bear her iniquity. And now the 6th chapter, the Nazarite vow. Nazarite vow. This sort of make me think of a certain individual that will be coming across in the book of Judges. Anybody take any guesses of who I might be talking about in the book of Judges? Give you a hint. He sort of he has some amazing strength. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel and say to them, when either a man or woman makes a special vow, the vow of the Nazarite, to separate himself to the Lord, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink. He shall drink no vinegar made from wine and strong drink. He shall drink no juice of grapes or eat grapes fresh or dry. All the days of his separation he shall eat nothing that is produced by the grapevine, not even the seeds or the skins. All the days of his vow of separation no razor shall touch his head until the time is completed for which he separates himself to the Lord. He shall be holy. He shall let the locks of his hair grow long. All the days that he separates himself to the Lord, he shall not go near a dead body, not even for his father or for his mother or for brother or his sister, lest they die. He shall make him, and they die, shall he make himself unclean because of his separation to God on his head. All the days of his separation, he is holy to the Lord. And if any man dies very suddenly beside him, and he defiles his concentrated head, he shall shave his head on the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day he shall shave it. On the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtle doves or 2 pigeons to the priest to the entrance of the tent of meeting, and the priest shall offer one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering, and make atonement for him, because he sinned by reason of the dead body. And he shall consecrate his head on that same day and separate himself to the Lord for the days of his separation, and bring a male lamb, a year old, for the guilt offering. But the previous period shall be void, because his separation was defiled. And it is the law, and this is the law of the Nazarites. When the time of separation has been completed, he shall be brought to the entrance of the tent of meeting, and he shall bring his gift to the Lord: one male lamb, 1 year old without blemish, for a burnt offering, and one ewe lamb, a year old without blemish, as a sin offering, and one ram without blemish as a peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread, 5 loaves of fine flour mixed with oil, mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers smeared with oil, and their grain offering and their drink offerings. And the priest shall bring them before the Lord and offer his sin offering as his burnt offering, and he shall offer the ram as a sacrifice of peace offering to the Lord, with a basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also its grain offering and its drink offering, and the Nazarite shall shave his consecrated head at the entrance of the tent of meeting, and shall take the hair from his consecrated head and put it on the fire under the sacrifice of the peace offering. And the priest shall take the shoulder of the ram, which is the ram when it is boiled, and one unleavened loaf out of the basket of unleavened bread, one unleavened wafer, and shall put them in the hands of the Nazarite after he has shaved the hair of his consecration. And the priest shall wave them and wave offering before the Lord, and they are a holy portion for the priest, together with the breast that is waved and the thigh that is contributed. And after that, the Nazarite may drink wine, the law of the Nazarite. But if he vows an offering to the Lord above his Nazarite vow, as he can afford, in exact accordance with the vow that he takes, then he shall do in addition to the law of the Nazarite. And Aaron's blessing. The Lord spoke to Moses, speak to Aaron and his sons, lest I shall bless the people of Israel. You shall say to them, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So they shall put my name upon the people of Israel, and I will bless them. And then chapter 7, the offering at the tabernacle's concentration. Let me get a little sippy sip real quick. Yeah. Say wet my whistle. On the day. Oh, okay. I guess my position is sort of okay. When I, depending on how I hold this Bible, is affecting the light there. I see. I was wondering why I had that there. Okay, let's push you back a little bit. Okay. All right. Offerings at the tabernacle's consecration. On the day when Moses had finished setting up the tabernacle, he had appointed and consecrated it with all its furnishings, and had anointed and consecrated the altar with all its utensils. The chief of Israel, heads of their fathers' houses, who were the chiefs of the tribes, who were over those who were listed approached and brought their offerings before the Lord, 6 wagons and 12 oxen, a wagon for every 2 of the chief, and for each of one and for each one an ox. They brought them before the tabernacle. Then the Lord said to Moses, accept these from them, that they may be used in the service of the tent of meeting, and give them to the Levites, to each man according to his service. So Moses took the wagons and the oxen and gave them to the Levites. 2 wagons and 4 oxen he gave to the sons of say of Merari, the Meramri, according to their service under under the direction of Itamar, the son of Aaron the priest, and the sons of Kohath. He gave none, because they were charged with the service of the holy things, and he that had to be carried on the shoulder. And the chiefs offered offerings for the dedication of the altar on that day. It was anointed, and the chiefs offered their offering before the altar. And the Lord said to Moses, they shall offer their offerings, 1 chief each day, for the dedication of the altar. He who offered his offering on the first day was Nahshon, son of Ambai, of the tribe of Judea, and his offering was 1 silver plate, whose weight was 130 shekels. Was quite a bit there. 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for the grain offering, and 1 golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, and 1 bull and 1 herd, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, for a burnt offering, and 1 male goat for the sin offering, and for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, a year old. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Abinadi. On the second day, Nihal, son of Zur, the chief of Issachar, made an offering. He offered his offering, 1 silver plate, whose weight was 130 shekels, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour with oil for the grain offering, 1 golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, for the burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs, a year old. And that was the offering of Neton, of Nathaniel, the son of Zua. On the third day, Eli, the son of Helon, the chief of the priest, the chief of the people of Zebulun. His offering was 1 silver plate, whose weight was 130 shekels. The silver basin, say, oh, wait. Okay, I think I read that. Okay, it almost seemed like the same. Okay, well, let me just read. The silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them were full of fine flour for the oil, for the grain offering, golden dish of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, say 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old, for a burnt offering, male goat for a sin offering, the sacrifice of the peace offering, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs, a year old. This was the offering of Eli, son of Helon. And on the fourth day, Eleazar, son of Shadua, chief of the people of Reuben. His offering was one silver plate, whose weight was 130 shekels. One silver basin of 70 shekels again, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them with fine flour of the oil for the grain offering, a golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, a bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb, a year old for the burnt offering, a male goat for the sin offering, and the sacrifice of the peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Ezilu, the son of Shadir. On the 5th day, Shemiel, the son of Zurashadai, the chief of the people of Simeon, his offering was one silver plate, whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with the oil for the grain offering, one golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, say one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old for the burnt offering, one male goat for the sin offering, and for the sacrifice of the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 goats, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Shibble of Shilumai, son of Surishadai. The 6th day, Elias, son of Dua, chief of the people of Gad. His offering was one silver plate, with 130 shekels, one silver basin of 30 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, full of fine flour with the oil mixed for the grain offering, one golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old for the burnt offering, one male goat for the sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Elisab, son of Duo. On the 7th day, during Elishama, son of Imahah, the chief of the people of Ibrah, excuse me, his offering was one silver plate, whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with the oil for the grain offering, one golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old for the burnt offering, one male goat for the sin offering, and for the sacrifice of the peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Elishama, the son of Amiham. On the 8th day, Gamaliel, the son of Pidazah, the chief of the people of Manasseh, his offering was one silver plate, who was weighted 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with the oil for the grain offering, one golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, one male goat for a sin offering, for the sacrifice of the peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Gamaliel, the son of Pedazah. On the 9th day, Ibadiah, son of Gideon, the chief of the people of Benjamin, his offering was a silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, and 1 silver basin of 70 shekels according to the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them full of fine flour mixed with the oil for the grain offering. The 1 gold dish of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old for the burnt offering, 1 male goat for the sin offering, and for the sacrifice of the peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Abida, the son of Gideon. On the 10th day, Eleazar, the son of Ammishaddai, chief of the people of Dan, his offering was a silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels and a silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them of fine flour mixed with oil for the grain offering, 1 golden dish with 10 shekels full of incense, and 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram and male lamb a year old for the burnt offering, 1 male goat for the sin offering, and for the sacrifice of the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 lambs a year old. And for the burnt, this was the offering of Ahaziah, the son of Ammishaddai. And on the 11th day, Pagel, the son of Orran, the chief of the people of Asta, his offering was a silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for the grain offering, 1 golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, sacrifice for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Israel, of Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, read that. On the 12th day, Ahara, the son of Eganon, chief of the people of Naphtali, his offering was a plate whose weight was 130 shekels and 1 silver base of 70 shekels for the grain, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them mixed with fine flour for the oil for the grain offering, 1 golden dish of 10 shekels and 10 shekels, and full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. The offering of Ahira and his son Enoch. This was the dedication offering for the altar on that day when it was anointed from the chief of Israel. 12 silver plates, 12 silver basins, 12 golden dishes, each silver plate weighing 130 pounds of shekel, each basin 70, all the silver in the vessels 2,400 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, all the 12 golden dishes full of incense, weighing 10 shekels a piece, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, all the gold dishes of being 120 shekels, all the cattle for the burnt offering, 12 bulls, 12 rams, 12 male lambs a year old, with the grain offering, and the 12 male goats for the sin offering, all the cattle, all the sacrifice of peace offerings, 24 bulls, the rams 60, the male goats 60, the male lambs that a year old 60. This was the delicious offering the dedication offering, sorry, for the altar after it was anointed. And when Moses went to the tent of meeting to speak with the Lord, he heard the voice speaking to him from above the mercy seat, which was on the ark of the testimony between the two cherubim, and it spoke to him. He's going to speak in chapter 8. The 7 lamps. Now Moses spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to Aaron and say to him, when you set up the lamps, the 7 lamps shall give light in front of the lampstand." And Aaron did so. He set up its lamps in front of the lampstand, as the Lord commanded Moses. And this was the workmanship of the lampstand, hammered work of gold from its base to its flowers. It was hammered work according to the patterns that the Lord had shown Moses. So he made the lampstand and the cleansing of the Levites. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Take the Levites among the people of Israel and cleanse them. For thus you shall not do this to them to cleanse them. Sprinkle the water of purification on them. Let them go with a razor all over their body, okay, and wash their clothes and cleanse themselves. Then let them take the bull from the herd as its grain and its grain purification. Okay, razor. Okay, grain offering there, and fine flour mixed with oil. And you shall take another bull from the herd for the sin offering, and you shall bring the Levites before the tent of meeting and assemble the whole congregation for the people of Israel. When you bring the Levites before the Lord, the people of Israel shall lay their hands on the Levites, and Aaron shall offer the Levites before the Lord as a wave offering from the people of Israel, that they may do the service of the Lord. Then the Levites shall lay their hands on the heads of the bulls, and you shall offer one of them for a sin offering, and the other was a burnt offering to the Lord to make atonement for the Levites. And you shall set the Levites before Aaron and his sons, and they shall offer them as a wave offering to the Lord. Thus you shall separate the Levites from among the people of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. And after that, the Levites shall go. They shall go to serve at the tent of the meeting, when you have cleansed them and have offered them as a wave offering, for they are holy among me for all the holy among me for all the they are holy holy, like WHOLLY. They are holy given to me among the people of Israel, instead of all those who opened the womb. The firstborn of all the people I have taken for myself. The firstborn among all the people of Israel are mine, both man and a beast. On that day I struck down the firstborn in the land of Egypt. I consecrated them for myself. I have taken the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the people of Israel, and have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and his sons from among the people of Israel, to do the service for the people of Israel at the tent of the meeting, and to make atonement for the people of Israel. There shall be no plague among the people of Israel when the people of Israel come near my sanctuary. Thus the Lord Aaron did all the congregation of the people of Israel, say to Levites, according to all they did all that the Lord had commanded Moses concerning the Levites. the people of Israel did to them, and the Levites purified themselves. They purify themselves there. Make sure. Oh, yeah. Let's say. Oh yeah. Pure. Okay. Let's say. I use my finger. Purified themselves from sin and washed their clothes. And Aaron offered them as a wave offering before the Lord, and Aaron made atonement for them to cleanse them. And after the Levites went in to do their service at the tent of meeting before Aaron and his sons, as the Lord has commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so they did to them. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, this applies to the Levites from 24 years and upward, they shall come to do duty in the service of the tent of meeting, and from the age of 50 years they shall withdraw from the duty of the service and serve no more. They the minister to their brothers to the tent of meeting by keeping guard, but they shall do no service. Thus you do to the Levites in assigning their duties. That was the last few verses. That was the retirement of the Levites, 23 through 26 there. Now chapter 9, the Passover. We get chapter 9, 10. We're getting close, everybody. The Passover celebrated. The Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the first month of the second year after they had. It was the first month of the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying, let the people of Israel keep the Passover at its appointed time on the 14th day of this month at twilight. You shall keep it at its appointed time according to all its statutes and all its rules. You shall keep it. So Moses told the people of Israel that they should keep the Passover, and they should keep the Passover in the first month of the 14th day of the month at twilight in the wilderness of Sinai, according to all that the Lord had commanded Moses. So the people of Israel did. And there were certain men who were unclean through the touching of the dead body of a dead body, so that they could not keep the Passover on that day. They came before Moses and Aaron on that day. And those men said to him, we are unclean, touching a dead body. Why are we kept from bringing the Lord's offering at its appointed time? At its appointed time among the people of Israel. Moses said to them, wait, that I may hear what the Lord will command concerning you. The Lord spoke to Moses, speak to the people of saying, if any one of you or your descendants is unclean, touching the dead body, or is on a long journey, he shall still keep the Passover up to the Lord. The second day of the month, of the 14th at twilight, they shall keep it. They shall eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They shall leave none of it in the morning until the morning, nor break any of its bones, according to all the statutes for the Passover. They shall keep it. But if anyone who is clean is not on the journey fails to keep the Passover, that person will be cut off from his people, because he did not bring the Lord's offering at the appointed time. That man shall bear his sin. If a stranger sojourns among you, and would keep the Passover to the Lord according to the statute of the Passover and according to its rule, so shall he die. You shall have one statute both for the sojourner and for the native. The cloud covering the tabernacle. On the day that the tabernacle was set up, the cloud covered the tabernacle, the tent of the testimony, and at the evening it was over the tabernacle like the appearance of fire until the morning. And so it was always, the cloud covered it by day and the appearance of fire by night. So like what in this the animated Moses film is the Lord shows the way by that bright pillar of cloud, and there will be a fire at night there. Whenever the cloud lifted from over the tent after the people of Israel set out, in the place where the cloud settled down, there the people of Israel camped, and the command and at the command of the Lord, the people of Israel set out. At the command of the Lord, they camped. As long as the cloud rested over the tabernacle, they remained in the camp. Even when the cloud continued over the tabernacle many days, the people of Israel kept the charge of the Lord and did not set out. Sometimes the cloud was a few days over the tabernacle. They and according to the command of the Lord, they remained in camp. And according to the command of the Lord, they set out. And sometimes the cloud remained until the evening, until the morning, when they when the cloud lifted in the morning, they set out and continued for the day and night. When the cloud lifted, they set out. They set out whether it was 2 days, a month, or a longer time. The cloud continued over the tabernacle, abiding there. The people of Israel remained in the camp and did not set out until it lifted. They set out at the command of the Lord. They camped at the command of the Lord. They set out. They kept charge of the Lord and at the command of the Lord by Moses. And the final chapter for today's reading, chapter 10, the silver trumpets. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Make 2 silver trumpets of hammered work. You shall make them. You shall use them for summoning the congregation and for breaking camp. And when both are blown, all the congregation shall gather to you at the entrance of the tent of meeting. But if they blow only one, then the chiefs of the head of the tribes of Israel shall gather themselves to you. When you blow an alarm, the camps that are on the east side shall set out. And when you blow an alarm the second time, the camps that are on the south side shall set out. And alarm is to be blown whenever they are set out. But when the assembly is to be gathered, together, you shall blow a long blast, but you shall not sound an alarm. And the sons of Aaron, the priest, shall blow the trumpets, and the trumpets shall be to you a perpetual statute throughout your generations. And when you go to war in your lands against the adversaries who oppress you, you shall sound an alarm with the trumpets, that you may be remembered before the Lord your God. You shall be saved from your enemies on the day of your gladness, and at your appointed feast, and at the beginnings of your months. You shall blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings, over the sacrifices of your peace offerings. They shall be a reminder for you before your God. I am the Lord your God." And now Israel leaves Sinai. In the second year of the second month, the 20th day of the month, the cloud lifted up from over the tabernacle of testimony, and the people of Israel set out by stages from the wilderness of Sinai. The cloud settled down in the wilderness of Paran. They set out for the first time at the command of the Lord by Moses. The standard of the camp of the people of Judea set out first by their companies they're accompanied by Nashon, the son of Amminadab, and the company of the tribe of the people of Issachar was Nethon, son of Zul. Over the company of the tribe of the people of Zebulun was Eli, the son of Helon. And when the tabernacle was taken down, the sons of Gershom, the sons of Merari, who carried the tabernacle, set out. And the standard of the camp of Reuben was set out by their companies, and over their company was Azul, son of Shadur. And over the company of the tribe of the people of Simeon was Shemuel, the son of Zurijadai. And over the company of the tribe of the people of Gad was Elabasah, the son of Duel. and the Kohathites set out carrying the holy things of the tabernacle was set up. Say of the say and the holy thing. Oh, lost my place again. There. Wait. Go back. Okay, 20th month. When the tabernacle was taken down, the sons of Gershon of the Moriah who carried out the tabernacle set out the standard of the camp. Reuben set out by their companies, and over their companies, Elizur, the son of Shadir, was over the company. They of Shidi, they son of Shidi, and over the company of the tribe of people of Simeon was Shalumiam, the son of Zerushadai, and over the company of the tribe of the people of Gad was Ibazah, the son of Dua. And the Kohathites set out carrying the holy things, and the tabernacle was set up before their arrival, and the standard of the camp of the people. Ephraim set out their companies, and over their company, Asisla, the son of Ilmah, and over the company of the tribe of the people of Mesa was Gebalah, the son of Piddesah, and over the company of the tribe of the people of Benjamin was Ebadiah, the son of Gideoni, and the standard of the camp of the people of Dan, acting at the rear guard of the camps, of all the camps, was set out by their companies over the company of Azazar, the son of Ammishaddai, over the company of the tribe of the people of Ashar, Pagal, the son of Ortran, over the company of the tribe of the people of Nephtali, and was Ahirai, the son of Enan. The order of the march of the people of Israel by their companies when they set out, Moses said to Hobab, the son of ruler of the midnight, Moses' father-in-law, we are setting out for the place which the Lord said, I will give to you. Come with us. We will do good for you. And the Lord has promised good to Israel. But he said to them, I will not go. I will depart to my own land, my own kindred. And he said, please do not leave us, for you know where we should camp in the wilderness. And you will serve as eyes for us if you go. And if you go with us, whatever good the Lord will do to us, he will do the same to you. So they set out from the mount of the Lord, 3 days' journey, and the ark of the covenant, and the covenant of the Lord went before them 3 days' journey to seek out a resting place for them, and the cloud of the Lord was over them by day whenever they set out from the camp. And whenever the ark was set out, Moses said, arise, O Lord, let your enemies be scattered, and let those who hate you flee before you. And when it rested, he said, return, O Lord, to the 10,000 thousands of Israel. And that is our Bible reading for today. Oh boy, it's quite a bit there. But like I say, we have covered another section of the Bible here. So, like I say, next, I think we're going to be seeing how this journey goes and everything, since they left Sinai and everything. So, yeah, like I say, definitely like, share, and subscribe. And excuse me. How about that? They definitely get our available books and support us on the Patreon, just like Iceman Universe, as well as also and check out his stuff too, as well as also support the Miracle Crew, yours truly, Queen Tina, Big Sis Casey, and of course EJ the Supreme. And just like you hang out with us in these live streams, also hang out with us on Discord and Facebook, and we can sell each other some stuff on that McCary app. And also be sure to check out Caitlin Crick, as I showed you before. I'll show it to you again there. Be sure to Caitlin, yeah. Okay. Say, yeah, bitch. Yeah, okay, yeah, we go. Yeah, but yeah, be sure to check out Caitlin Crick there, her channel and everything there. Yep. Okay. And without further ado, we will see y'all in the next video or live stream. All depends on what comes first. Y'all take care, everybody. Peace out.